The place where it was discovered,
Magnesia.
Ma'am, in Greece.
Magnesia in Greece. Okay. Now you're going to discuss about the properties of magnet. Properties. Okay. Devanshi, two properties. You tell me about two properties of magnet. Two properties of magnet. Devanshi, where are you children? I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am.
able to see. I'm not able to carry on the class without you. Put on your videos, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Devanshi,
Yes, ma'am.
you haven't heard the question?
Ma'am, I've heard it. Ma'am, I have to name any two properties of magnets.
Yes, bolo.
Ma'am, the first property is a magnet at least should have two poles. Ma'am, it should have two poles.
It should have नहीं इसको होना है नहीं. It has two poles,
Ma'am, it
north and
has.
south.
Ma'am, it is a fact. Ma'am,
It is a
without that, it
fact.
cannot be
Yes,
called a magnet.
so it is. If you wish that you should supposed to have nothing, no, it is a fact. Yes, it is in reality that a magnet has two poles, north and south. Okay. Any other property, Devanshi?
Ma'am,
Only one.
and if we freely suspend a bar magnet, ma'am, it will always point to north-south direction.
Okay. Yes, Dipta. Two. Only two properties.
Ma'am, it can attract and repel. It can attract and repel. Magnets can attract and repel. When we and ma'am, the most attraction is on the two poles, north and the south pole.
The attractive power will be is concentrated at the two poles. Magnet can attract a magnet also and a magnetic material also, but magnet can repel the same pole of another magnet. Okay, so like poles repel and unlike poles attract each other. Am I clear? Next,
Yes, ma'am.
Aradhana, you have given answer. Just wait. Others, raise your hands. Any other property? Those who haven't yet answered, put on your hands. Shreyash, Harshita, any other
Yes,
properties? Bolo, Shreyash. Shreyash,
Ma'am, my answer is same.
same. Okay, Ankita, any other properties?
Ma'am, they've said all the properties.
All you have done? So just sum up all the properties.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so
Just
the
wait. Aradhana is telling something. Yes, Aradhana?
Ma'am, if we broke any magnet in 20 or more pieces, it will always have two
even the
poles.
smallest
Very
particle
good,
has two
very good.
poles.
Yes. Whatever and whichever smaller pieces we are breaking the magnets into, each and every smaller particles which will have the two poles. Okay? Yes, very good. Yes, now sum up. Ankita, sum up all the points.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am, so
Yes, Kanupriya, what
Ma'am,
happened?
if we will break the magnet will lose its property, no?
Yes, that is if you're breaking them from a height, but if you're just breaking them some other process by machines or some other ways, you're right that it will not lose its property, okay? But if you are dropping it from a height and it is breaking down, it will lose its property.
And ma'am,
Okay,
by
ma'am.
hammering and dropping it from high place and by heating.
Yes,
Ma'am,
that
it
we will
will.
discuss. Just we are now discussing about
It
the
will.
properties. Yes, Ankita.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so the first property was that every magnet has two poles. Ma'am, the north pole and the south pole. Ma'am, second, a bar magnet comes to rest and always comes to rest in a north-south direction. Ma'am, then the third, ma'am, as Deepta said, ma'am, a bar magnet, ma'am, any magnet attracts the unlike pole and repels the like pole
Of another magnet,
of another
but it will
magnet.
always attract a magnetic material. There will be no
Yes, ma'am.
repulsion,
Ma'am,
and
that's
by
why
that process
attraction.
on by that activity only you are going to differentiate that an object is a magnet or a magnetic material. Suppose you
Yes,
are having
ma'am.
a magnet and you are having another substance, so you now have to justify whether it is a magnet or not. So if there is no attraction, it is not a magnet, it is not a magnetic material also. Okay, but if there is attraction at both the poles, just see, it is the unknown substance and it is getting attracted at both the poles, it will be a magnetic material. but
Magnetic material.
but suppose these two ends are getting attracted, and if I just reversing it, this will repel. So This is also a magnet which where these two poles have been equal and they are repelling each other. Okay. Yes, Ankita.
Ma'am, these two. Ma'am, because they're repelling, we know that both of them are magnets.
Yes, you can
Ma'am,
see the
whereas
repelling.
this, ma'am, this irrespective of which pole I put it, it attracts, so we can tell it's a magnetic material.
Very good. Yes, yes. Okay, any other property? Always any other property?
Ma'am, I have not summed up all of them yet.
Okay, just sum up.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so after that, then there's another property, ma'am, that a magnet, if it's broken down, ma'am, it will, ma'am, if it's broken down, every single particle of it will have two poles. And ma'am,
So if we just break the magnet into smaller pieces, each and every small piece will have again acts like a behave like a magnet. That is, they should have two poles, north and south pole. Okay. So these are the properties. Now we are going to do the experiment.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I have one
Dipta.
more property.
Yes.
Ma'am, with the help of magnet, we can make a temporary magnet.
Yes, with the help of a magnet, we are able to make temporary magnets by single touch method, by double touch method, and also
By
electro
electric method.
ma'am,
by electricity by
and ma'am,
passing
you told us
electricity.
another method of induction also.
Induction also, yes, that is also a different method. Okay, so all these are method, but in your book in NCRT you have read about only single touch method. Do practices if the method may come for your annual exam, the diagram also and the process also. Yes, Aradhna, you are asking something?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Okay, next. Do our earth is behaving like a magnet? Justify the statement. Please, I want the answers from others, those who haven't yet given. Yes,
Ma'am, can you
Riyash.
repeat the question again?
Do our earth is behaving like a magnet? Justify the statement. Yes, Riyash.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Our Earth is behaving like a magnet, ma'am. Because when we walk on the Earth, we not flow and in the air, ma'am, because of gravity.
No, no, gravity is not a magnetic attraction. Every time, that time also I told you, no, it is not. The gravity is not the magnetic attraction.
Okay,
Oh, so
ma'am.
that is the force with which each and every object is just pulled towards the center of the earth. That is called the force of gravity. It is not. You're not there, Shreyash, that when I have taught you, I have
Ma'am,
drawn
I
that in
was
the
there.
board. No, I have never told this reason. Our art is behaving like a magnet. How you are going to justify? Who will justify? No one.
Ma'am,
Yes, Saradna.
ma'am, our earth behaves like a magnet. We can justify this by a bar magnet. Always when we freely suspend the bar magnet, it always point toward north and south.
Ma'am,
Yes.
actually, ma'am, I
So,
remember,
hmm.
ma'am, I had sent a ma'am picture on the science group. Ma'am, all of you might have seen it of this experiment also.
Yes. So, yes, Ayush, anything? Ayush,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to tell the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo.
When the earth is nothing but an invisible magnet which can be provided by the help of bar magnet.
Here, you have read some this line from somewhere. Okay, just see. So, what happens? We have done an experiment that when we just now Dipta or someone has told that if we freely suspend, that is Aradhna, I think, freely suspend a bar magnet, it will always point to the north south direction. So, why it comes to that direction every time? Because there is some attraction that as a result that north pole of the bar magnet is attracted towards the north pole, geographical north pole, है ना? There is some
Yes,
attraction
ma'am.
that is coming from the north pole which is attracting the north pole of the bar magnet. So it is supposed to be the south pole of the earth magnet. So in our geographical north pole, what is it? There is the magnetic south pole, and in our geographical south pole there is a magnetic north pole. That is why when you are suspending a bar magnet freely, it will always points to the direction
Point
of
toward north
north
and
south.
south.
समझ में आ गया? Is it clear to all of
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next. So you have been given two bars. You don't know either of the two is a magnet or a magnetic material. How you are going to conclude that the substance is a magnet or a magnetic material? Okay, Dipta, yes?
Ma'am, so, ma'am, the first is a magnet.
One is a magnet, another you
Yes, ma'am.
don't know
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is it.
Yes, ma'am. So we will take the magnet, and ma'am, if it attracts on both the sides, then it will be a magnetic material. And ma'am, if it repels on one side of that, then it will be a magnet.
Why? Why it will repel?
Ma'am, because the light
Because
poles
both poles
repels
were
each
like
other, ma'am. Like not true.
So it will be supposed to
Ma'am,
be
it's a
like
magnet.
likely to be the two like poles. They are just placed beside each other, and as a result, they are repelling each other. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Then
actually, that's how I marked the poles of my horseshoe magnet because they were already not already
yes, you
marked.
have told in earlier classes that you have that was no marking over there, and you have by the experiment with the help of a magnet you have justified that which is what which
Yes,
pole
ma'am.
of the horseshoe magnet, and you have named it as north and south. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So rest the activity with the car is important to it is clear to everyone. There was an
Ma'am, I
activity with
saw
the
yes,
a
car.
ma'am.
video of that also, I remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ankita has
Yes,
showed that
ma'am.
activity
I have
also.
seen that.
So the car, as why they are coming towards each other, because the unlike poles are facing each other. That is why the two cars are coming towards each other. And if we just reverse the car, then what will happen? That like poles will come together and they will always repel, and the cars will never collide with each other. They will go apart. Okay. Now, what is single touch method? What is single
Yes,
touch?
ma'am.
Children, are you there? Ayushman, Harshita, Harshit Kumar Shukla, Ashmita, put on your videos, everyone. Today percentage is only up to 20. First period may be 20, abhi to 19 ho gaya. So why children the percentage is so low?